Welcome to Danu on Fire right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. I have to say a big thank you to Cafe France for inviting us and hosting us. These guys are amazing. Come and enjoy some amazing food here, especially for the season. With me, I have Harshana. Do I need to say the full name and all? Rajakaruna, who is, of course, a member of parliament. He actually has a speech today that he has to run for. Caught him during breakfast time to have a quick chat with him. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Danu.
So last time you were on the show, it was in the run for
Yes.
the
Parliament
elections.
elections,
Yes,
yeah.
I know. How has the change treated you? Because at that time you were running with the Change alliance from the UMP to
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was quite a tough decision that I had to make, especially my father being a UMP representative for 33 years.
Yes.
And me breaking away from the UMP and joining a new party was a tough decision to make. But looking back after 1.5 years, I think I made the right choice, and I'm very happy about it.
Do you feel that if you guys were all there, because it was more or less the same that sort of moved here, it was like the same book but with a different cover, do you think more seats would have been taken by the United National Party?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we would have taken another good 25 seats, and then this government would have had 2/3. So unfortunately, I mean, we were all pushing Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe to step down and give the leadership to Sajid Premdasa. So unfortunately, that decision RW didn't make it. If he had, I think we would have got
Things
another
would have been a bit
25.
different.
Oh, far beyond.
Now, let's speak about beyond politics. Every time when people meet you, I'm sure they must be throwing the same questions at you
Absolutely.
and scolding you in many ways then one. Don't they do that?
No, they scold all of us
Yes.
for not toppling the government. So people are so frustrated, they want the government to be toppled next week. Unfortunately,
wow. That's a bit of a tight squeeze, yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't do that
Yeah.
like that. So
But how is it to be a politician in the full-fledged version of it? Because this actually happened very recently. We came to Park Street and I was walking with a few of my friends, and this lovely lady and her daughter came up and they said they really enjoyed the shows and they took some photos, and her last line to me was, "Have anyone except those buggers from the parliament?" These were her exact words. And one of the people who were with me is kind of one of the brothers is in the parliament. So I was like, there's so much negativity towards this job. How do you stay positive?
yeah, so I mean, I think it's unfortunately very generalized, right? So all 225 of us are getting hammered.
Correct.
It's not easy. I mean, you know, my poor wife must be, my poor little kid must.
Just like
We'll have to go through
Yeah.
go through it as well. But I mean, on the other hand, you know, people also have to take the responsibility. It's not the Indian nationals who come and vote for the Sri Lankan election,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So it's your representative. You're the one who's voting for them, and then you vote for the wrong person, and you then say he's a rogue for the next 5 years. So I think, I mean, we all should take a responsibility and put the right people in parliament. Then we wouldn't have
no,
you know, had
all of this
problem.
scolding might be reduced.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but as somebody who is in politics, have you ever missed the normal life where you can just be yourself, like seen out having a drink, seen out even maybe winding down with your friends? It's hard, right?
I know. I love spending time with friends. I love having a drink with them.
But can't.
I miss my weekends. That's the worst thing about politics. Me, if you ask me what do you miss the most, it's my weekends. Because it's the weekends that we politicians work.
Are the busiest.
And the rest of the world is on holiday on a Saturday and a Sunday. So it's really frustrating sometimes.
Especially when you have a wife, a child, dependence is more and they must be hating you more.
I know. So again, that's a burden that I come with.
Yeah.
So weekends is a big loss for me. My friends, they are always going. You say down south, you say Norelia or Kandy or wherever, and I'm stuck in my electorate.
Yeah, true.
So I wish Sri Lanka will come to a point where they also have
Off days, mandatory off days.
Exactly.
That is true.
So I went to Brussels once, and can you believe, Danu, you cannot open a single shop on a Sunday.
Wow.
So
It's like a
there's no
country
shopping.
lockdown.
The country is it's mandatory by law.
So what do they have to do? Just
So
chill?
they have to spend time with family. So I wish there's some law that we can pass in parliament like that.
I would like to do some shopping on that. Just
I
be
know.
stuck at home.
It happened to me. It happened to me. So I thought I was waiting for the Sunday to get out.
And you're like,
And when I went out, and all the shops are closed, and then I asked what happened, and it's mandatory by law. You have to spend time with family, and I wish I
could
can
be
have a
that.
Sunday day off like that.
true. Well, I want you to dig in and try the food out. It's really good. So we're going to be done with our first one because I need to dig in and try this. We'll see you on the other side. Just stick around. It's Danu on Fire. Welcome back to the show. So this time around, we're enjoying some mains at this fabulous place. Come check it out. We would also like to let you know the best combination. If you have good people to talk to and good food, you can never go wrong. Now, I wanted to speak to you about your life. Just if your father was not in politics and if you could have thought of any other thing, did you want to become anything else?
Oh, wow. What a question.
You never thought of it?
I never ever thought of it.
Oh,
maybe I would have played cricket because I played I played cricket for college. And
Now, of
I
course,
was-
cricket everyone is playing.
I know. Tell me about it. Tell me
So
about
yeah,
it.
we
I
would have seen you
probably
there.
played in the same team.
Yes, you never know.
You never know.
So you wanted? Have you ever thought of taking up cricket? No.
No, we play for the fun of it.
Yeah.
We laugh at it, and then we have a good time. Nothing competitive. So yes, I played for college at Royal, and then I played for University of Nottingham.
Oh wow.
Yes. So I
But
think
cricket was a gentleman's game.
it was.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes, of course. Well, there mostly than here.
So maybe because I think I would have loved it.
I know, the stress
had
would
the
have not been
choice.
there.
Even when I got back from university, I would have loved to play serious cricket, and things would have been different.
Now, there's also this thing, no, about. Sorry, but that's your job, no? Like how I say, I'm in media, you're in politics. So there's a hero worshipping sector of people, no? They have given this status to our politicians as a popular person or as a celebrity. So they are photographed, they are like looked upon and waved. Whereas in other countries, it's very different. They approach politicians as, you know how we call it in our country, look down upon them, poor souls, government servant. That's about it. But whereas politicians are also the same, but they're seen in such a different light. Why? And do you think this culture will ever change?
Again, I think it will take a long time. I think it will take a long time, and I really believe that politicians are not God, and they should be like working for people, and like you said, public servants rather than anything else. But it will take a long time for Sri Lanka to come up, because our majority in the country, they are still struggling to have their basic needs, and they expect so much from politicians, and so many things are politicized. Getting your child into school. I mean, I don't think politics should be involved in that,
true.
right? And unfortunately, they have to, and they need to worship the politician to do that. So we need to change that culture, and the biggest problem, I think, is the independent institutions should be independent.
True. Without,
without politics getting involved. So those kind of things, till that happens, I don't think anything is going to change.
Now, there's so many youngsters in the parliament, and very rarely we get to speak about them or even speak to them. I have somehow fished out a few I think have potential in I think leading this country in a better way. I also feel that they are more synced with today. What's the technology, what people want, what do the youngsters want, not the same old jargon. It's like how we will never change our history books. So many things have happened from Parakrama's time to today. That's never informed. We are still growing in such a time where it didn't exist. The only question that is what I wanted to ask you is, the youngsters in parliament who are under the leaderships of their own party heads, do they have a chance to shine? Are they allowed to shine? Say that truth, I know that smile.
No, I think. Okay, I had a bad experience when we were in government.
Okay.
I really thought that we had a very good young team, and we were totally neglected.
Correct. You all were just chairs.
Absolutely not doing anything. So our previous UMP government didn't make use of the young group. And we had a very, very vibrant, good crowd. And I think the biggest problem is that the leader's mentality, right? I believe J.R. Jayawardena, though he was very senior when he became a president, he not only looked into seniority, but he gave the opportunity for the young group to also come up. Like Lalita Mudali was the first time parliamentarian,
True.
but gave the responsibility. Right, Gamini Disanayaka was the second time parliamentarian, but a very young person. Yeah. So he managed to combine seniority as well as the young capable people. So I didn't see that in the previous government, and I think we should have given a bigger responsibility, and things would have been different.
True.
I believe one of the best things about the party that I am in now, SJB, our leader himself is a young guy. Sajith is probably one of the youngest party leaders, and probably the youngest opposition leader, I would say. And I believe that that's a very positive thing to have, and I believe that he will give that opportunity to the younger crowd.
Okay. Time will tell. I don't want you to go empty stomach to the parliament. When you go there, tell, I am strong today because I had a show with Danu. Start
anytime
with that.
I'll read this for that.
Thanks. You start with that, okay? You mention, I am here after Danu's show, just so that I get some plug in there. We'll see you after the break. Do stick around. It's Danu on Fire. our final segment. We're checking out some great French desserts at this very moment. Do you like dessert? Are you a sweet person?
Oh yes, of course.
Good, good. You're my kind of a person. This is where my weakness is, you know.
I like food in general. You
Good.
know,
It doesn't show on you. It clearly shows on me. I'm more like a fridge. I store it all. All right. So, can you cook?
I used to when I
you
was
were
in
studying?
uni. Yeah,
Can't survive, no, otherwise?
My God, I mean, thank God for the instant noodle,
Correct.
which was half of my suitcase.
Yeah.
But I was able to, and I'm brilliant at making rice. I know how much to put water.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, the rest of the rice cooker did.
Yes.
But
That's all your expertise is.
so it was nice actually. When we were in uni, we were all planning to get a 5-bedroom house.
So these are all Sri Lankans you're living with?
One Indian,
Right,
one English, and 3 Sri Lankan.
right. Majority want.
Yes. But unfortunately, we couldn't get a 5-bedroom.
Right.
So on that same lane, we got a 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom.
Right, okay.
But it was not the usual student accommodation. So it was a quite a
Nice place.
nice area.
Right.
And it was so funny because so we had the rice cooker, the other guys, the other house had the other dishes.
Right.
So we cooked the rice and had to take. Just like that, we had the washing machine, they had the
clothes.
dryer.
Oh, God.
Okay, so it was pretty funny and we were all frowned upon.
Like literally the other two houses or?
No, on the lane, the top one and the other end. So we had to carry all these
Then
things.
walk around, yeah.
And these people, they're like, what are these Asians? Right
With one
across-
white guy in the middle of all of this.
What are they doing? You know, we used to take the laundry bags up and down. It was the
But
best time.
who shared with the Indian?
So I was in this 2-bedroom. I got
Right.
the
And you were in a Sri
bigger
Lankan.
room as well. And the other guys were sharing with
Yeah, but you know, it's so funny that, you know, people who leave Sri Lanka, they leave thinking, your life is going to be so wonderful out there. They suffer so much. It's just not even fair.
No, I mean, when you're there, you're waiting to come back for
Yeah,
the
true.
holidays, right? Now you think about it and you think, that 3 months we could have traveled in Europe, we could have done so many other things, you know, right?
True.
So now you regret coming back, but when you're there, you're anywhere a second class
Correct.
citizen, right?
Correct.
You know, you're
And they're
nothing
going
like
to definitely judge why you all are sharing one washing machine.
Absolutely.
Only Sri Lankans will come up with those strategies.
We
you
were
know.
trying to save
Oh,
money.
yeah. ඔයා හොදන්න මම වේලන්න.
We were trying to save money
Yeah,
as
true.
much as possible. So it was funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
They really didn't know what the hell it was happening. You know, what are these Asian brats taking rice cookers to the curries?
But why don't you dig in, because it's too good for me to just look at it and wait. I wanted to ask you, now that there's a huge brain drain in our country, everyone seems to be just finding the first exit out of this place. What would you tell them? I feel like so bad that at least in another few years' time, we might not have anyone in this country. We'll have a very old population. That's about it.
I know. I think that's probably the biggest issue that we are facing, and it's the educated, well-to-do, that group that is leaving the country because they know that they can have a far better lifestyle over there, and those countries are also taking the opportunity, right? Why not?
And they're developing different areas of their country and just
Absolutely no. So the Sri Lankan government with the free education, they educate them free. Maybe go to university and have a degree or a postgraduate degree, and
Then they'll come
FOC, the other country is taking them. So I mean, as a country, brain drain is
I don't
biggest
think
issue.
it was this bad even during the war in terms of brain drain.
No. I people, the young generations have really lost faith.
Yeah, and also I think the accessibility to information was way much less at that time.
Yes.
Like we were
Yes.
not Like we know when a virus is out, we just see it on the phone and can quick make a decision.
I
And that
know.
time you'll have to wait till the papers are printed tomorrow.
Yes, I mean everything is just there
Yeah.
on a smartphone, right?
Yeah.
So and it's very easy now to send application forms to, you know, everybody is very tech friendly now. So you know, even in a outstation
Yeah.
boy or a girl. So yeah, now we really need to you know, give them confidence that this is
There'll be something to look forward to in this country. Definitely. All right. On that note, we'll wrap things up. Thank you so very much for coming. I know you have such a tight schedule. I wish you all the best as we move on with life. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being so humble and welcoming and easy to approach, which is how things should be.
Thank you so much, Danu. We had a lovely time and hope to see you
Super.
soon.
Definitely. We will see you soon. Till then, you keep smiling. It's a wrap.